It's over the weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So I'm
You
getting the
sharing?
opportunity to now, well, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Getting the opportunity to actually go to a game now and not have to work it.
Which is totally different.
Yeah, different a little bit there. But
and then the Cowboys game?
Cowboys
Which
did their
you're
thing.
Fill us in on later on today.
We got some stick figure sports, and we also have our update to the Tasty Tamale Challenge Showdown.
We need it now more than ever.
We
but
do.
Most places probably are maybe today or usually Monday or Tuesday is the last day to take orders in order to have it on your table for Christmas Day. So, or you could just make some.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we have a lot of news going on this morning, including some closing arguments in the Kim Potter case, and also the latest with the Omicron variant as that continues to spread across the country.
And a lot of effects with that. We're also going to be talking about a book ban, so you want to stick for that. But let's go ahead and start with the Kim Potter trial. That's what we're starting with.
I think we're going to start we're going to talk a little bit about weather here because it did change a little bit and it was cold this morning from what I remember.
It was. I was surprised. I didn't put my heater on last night and I definitely felt it this morning. Yeah,
so let's check out. Mike Osterhage recorded this video for us. Let's see what he has to say about our upcoming weather.
Hey, Mike.
Yo. Hey.
This weather feels great. How long is it going to last?
It is last day of fall today. Okay, bid farewell. Winter begins tomorrow, and it'll last through tomorrow. Today is going to be cool, and then tomorrow is what you expect for the first day of winter, just before 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And wouldn't you know it, then after that, as we go into the first week of winter and heading toward Christmas,
yes, we're looking at mid to upper 70s and a little more humidity. It's not beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
Isn't it so ironic?
Yes.
Last day of fall, it's definitely colder than it will be on the first day of winter.
Right. Yeah.
Texas,
it doesn't really make sense. Yeah. Step outside and you'll get every sort of weather here, and we have a busy week ahead of us here as we get ready for Christmas.
All right, thanks, Mike. Let's start now with the latest on the pandemic. There was a lot of news over the weekend as people, of course, start to travel to visit family, friends. Doctors warn the surge in COVID-19 cases could continue because of that Omicron variant.
That's right, Alicia. National health officials say the variant is very contagious, is the Omicron one, and it could lead to a major spike in cases. So even if it is milder, the volume could also lead to a rise in hospitalizations. So
on the vaccine front, Moderna announcing this morning their early data suggest half-dose booster shots increased antibody levels against this variant of Omicron compared with the levels seen when a fully vaccinated person does not receive a booster. As health officials keep saying, people should get their booster if possible, even if we're just, a few days before Christmas when people are going to be gathering.
Right. And that's an interesting study there, how the booster actually helps with that. And this is affecting sports and entertainment in a big way. Several NBA and NFL games are actually postponed this weekend after dozens of players in both leagues went into health and safety protocols.
And this next one I found out on Instagram. Radio City Music Hall's Rockettes won't be kicking in their holiday show for the rest of the year. Their Christmas Spectacular has been canceled for the rest of the year. And actually, they canceled day of one of their presentations, so that was big news there. A number of Broadway performances also have canceled in the recent weeks because of a breakthrough, the spike in COVID cases.
Right, and I feel this is a little bit of like deja vu. Last year was not able to spend time with family or friends. Actually, just kind of stayed here for Christmas, but it's definitely a concern because you want to kind of get things back to normal, but it feels like this variant, as they said, it's very contagious right now. So just be careful out there, I think, for everybody.
During Thanksgiving, when we were asking viewers to send in their videos, we heard from a gal in New York. She's from San Antonio, Valeria, and she was actually posting on Instagram that she put, it's happening again, right? So she's seeing these shutdowns and it's affecting her grad school, and I know she's closing out the semester. So crazy to think.
It's a bummer, just, and as health officials saying, just get your booster if you can.
All right, closing arguments are underway this morning in the trial of Kim Potter. That's the ex-police officer that claimed she accidentally used her gun instead of the taser, fatally shooting Dante Wright.
Prosecutors in this case, Erin Eldridge, reminded the jury that they're there because of the defendant's actions and not Dante Wright's. And they reiterated that that meaning Potter has 19 years of training on taser use and 26 years in training of use with her firearm.
You had just killed somebody.
I'm sorry.
right, though, you'll remember that Friday, Potter spent hours on the stand breaking down, as you saw there, describing those moments in April, and it was the first time she publicly gave her account. The defense, of course, said the killing was an accident. Potter, of course, has pled guilty. Not guilty, excuse me.
Not
She has
guilty, yep.
Pled not guilty.
And more than 30 witnesses testified during the trial, including a policing expert that testified that Potter's use of deadly force was not justified when she fatally shot Wright. The jury will be sequestered until this trial ends.
All right, there you have that. So we'll keep updated on that. And we mentioned the book ban. Parents are challenging books in public schools and now public libraries, and that's due to an alleged inappropriate content on some of the books. Now, at least one public library here in Texas is shutting down during the holidays, but it's not to rest. It's to actually review the books in the kids section.
Yeah, this is very interesting news over the past couple of weeks. The Llano County Sheriff, the library there is shutting down temporarily for 3 days. It's located, so Llano County located about 80 miles northwest of Austin. They'll be refocusing on the children's area and going book by book to make sure that they are age appropriate.
So this push, if you don't know, for the book bans began when parents questioned books in schools about race, equality, same-sex relationships, or sexuality. Normally, public libraries report having 1 or 2 challenges a year on books, and now, because of this, they've received about 40 formal requests for review of books, and that's not in all public libraries.
Right.
Just some.
Yeah, and I find that very interesting too, the reviewing of the books themselves. But rules for public libraries are determined at a local level as they are not regulated by the state. They are usually funded by county or city budgets. And you keep on hearing about this argument with these books, and we've even seen some local school districts take some action here as well, and we've been following a lot of these stories. Again, I find this whole process pretty interesting, and now that we're stretching out to the county level as well. Yeah.
All right, now to something changing full gears here.
Yes.
Really
Yeah, I didn't know if you were
exciting.
going to say that.
I'll stick to it. And specifically for Spurs
Oh,
fans,
look at
just in
that.
time for Christmas.
okay.
This is the new Spurs themed license plate, and they're now on sale.
Yes, this license plate is customizable and Fiesta themed, as you can see right there.
That's
new plate.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it includes the iconic Spur with the turquoise, orange, and fuchsia colors in a tribal pattern, and the word San Antonio Spurs right there at the bottom of the plates.
So the plate starts at $50 per year or $35 per year when you buy the 5-year plan. So you could have some big savings there.
Yeah, you definitely can. And apparently the Spurs were saying that the previous time that they released one of these customizable plates was all the way back in 2011, and is still one of the top selling customizable license plates in the entire NBA. So Spurs fans, if you're still looking for a gift, maybe for a Spurs fan. I'm not looking at you.
Okay,
I know
I'm like,
you're
are
not.
you hinting at me getting you a Spurs license plate?
I'll take,
No,
hey, if
thank
you want to buy me a Spurs license plate, I'll take it.
There are, of course, different license plates that have a mission behind them, but it's just not my thing. I'd rather just keep it simple.
There you go. You don't have a customized, you don't,
No.
nothing comes to mind right now. All right, Alicia, speaking of the Spurs, it is that time. Yes, Stick Figure Sports featuring the aforementioned silver and black and your Dallas Cowboys. Often imitated, never duplicated, Stick Figure Sports.
Oh my God. What? Okay, go.
What just happened
Take
there?
it away.
First of all, do you watch the Cowboys game? I know you said you were out of town, but
No,
it was
I
an
did
early
not.
game.
No,
Yeah,
I did not.
It was a little bit
out
of a
shopping.
snooze fest, I have to say. Okay, so that's good. Maybe it was
If you
better.
weren't there, because from what I saw on Instagram, if you were there.
Okay, yeah, we'll
just
get to
wild.
that. That was,
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that here in just a bit. So, Cowboys get the win here, and we drew a couple here because the defense, we call him the Lion and Leon, Micah Parsons right here doing work again. And the Cowboys defense, 4 turnovers, and our guy Trayvon Diggs there, number 7, with a big interception there. I drew his son right there. I don't know if you can see his son, Aiden. I know you're a fan, big fan. There you go. And he said, this was over Thanksgiving, but I think the quote is still appropriate. It says, "Thanks to all the QBs who throw my dad the ball."
That
Did you hear
little
him
boy
say
needs his reality show, or like an Instagram, a TikTok, something.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Definitely a good idea. And I drew a Big Apple there because they were playing in New York. That was supposed to be a bite out of the Big Apple.
Oh no,
Did
that looks like
fail?
a bruised
That was
apple.
fail.
Or maybe a shadow. I'll take
So
either one.
Cowboys get a win here. They improved to 10-4, and they are actually in pretty good shot now for the playoffs and the
Yes.
first seed in the NFC.
Yeah, I was listening to a radio commercial that said, all I want for Christmas is the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl. It really has never felt like more real.
It's close. Yeah,
You know?
it's close. We'll see. Dak has to get better. I left Dak off of this one because he was out sightseeing Times Square or something. Spurs now. I don't know. Do you know what that is over there? The thing in the corner? The whatever,
Yeah,
or
the
I don't know
little-
emoji.
Yeah, the what? Oh, okay, the whatever.
Yes, the I don't know emoji, blah, blah, because I have no idea what's going on with this Spurs team. They had a big win against Utah on Friday night, and then they lost really bad against Sacramento. So I drew like a little roller coaster there.
I never knew you were this creative. I am impressed each time.
They are in Disney. They're in LA right now. So, probably, a little shout out to Disneyland.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Hey, no,
What can I say?
I'm not throwing shade. I'm genuinely saying
well,
I'm
thank you. I
impressed.
appreciate it. I
This
appreciate
is very
this.
cool.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to share these next pictures with you. My brother actually got to go to the Cowboys game over in New York, and he made a whole vacation out of it. And actually, I believe his friend Matt, so you can't see my brother, but he's on one of those,
Yeah.
What is it? What is it, Rusty? What's his name?
The Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay,
Rowdy.
so
Rowdy.
Rusty.
Rusty. I like Rusty more,
Okay,
actually.
so Rowdy, they
Rusty
got
the
these
Cowboys.
hats, these mascot hats. And anyways, the friend that he's visiting, I believe in Boston, they actually met at a Cowboys game
Nice.
in Frisco.
Very cool. Yeah.
And then they've like built this relationship. Anyways, they're over having fun, and they were tailgating as of
Mm-hmm.
super early, and they had a blast, and people wanting to take pictures with them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're at the game live, I mean, it's
always
so
fun.
much fun
Yeah,
because you
even if
have
they
such a
lose.
mix of you have the mix of the Cowboys fans there, which
Yeah.
they always are a ton of Cowboys fans at every game, home and away. And then also it's a big rivalry against the Giants. So
Of
pretty
course,
cool.
yeah.
So was that the first time he had been to a game out there in New York?
In New York, yeah, it was
Oh,
his
okay,
first
cool.
time in New
Yeah.
York, so he was like sending
Oh,
us
that's
all
awesome.
the
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
So very cool, living vicariously through him.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
looked like an awesome time. It didn't look
Yeah.
as cold as I thought it would. He was just wearing like his jersey. Maybe he had a lot of
Right.
layers. Who knows?
Yeah, well,
but they had a good time,
He
and
had
they
the
won.
mask on, so that was
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, pretty cool pictures there. Appreciate your brother, and yeah, your brother getting some love on today's show, and then Jasmine, your
I
sister.
know it's Alicia's family show. I'm just kidding.
Okay, moving on here. We have got some major tamale news this morning. So we are down to the championship round in our Tasty Tamal Showdown, and we have serious drama this morning, Alicia.
Down to the wire.
Yes, so let's go ahead and tell them who are our final three.
Okay, are you going to give him a drum roll? I know sometimes very. There we go. All right. So the top three, we have Tamale Boy, Del Rio Tortilla Factory, and Telles Tamales.
Yes. Okay. So those are the top
is
three, and the
the-
reason that I'm saying that this was just a down to the wire thing here, and this is
Literally.
interesting because we got a Facebook comment about this. Rubens missed out by just one vote.
One
Yes,
vote.
one single vote. Rubens is heartbroken this morning over this news. I could just imagine. And actually, Ross Snyder on our Facebook Live, he's saying Rubens is the best.
Well,
Should have
Not
voted,
quite.
Ross.
Did you vote,
Ross?
Ross?
Ross, I mean, yeah, I know.
we're
I'm
calling
going
you
to
out
reply
here.
to
I'm
this
just
guy.
kidding.
Ross,
Ross,
did you vote?
did you vote?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
these top three are. I think I've been out to Del Rio.
You know what?
not
I
sure.
think we need to make a little road trip probably here because I've heard about Thez, and of course the Male Boy, like they are just getting a lot of love here. Julie comments on Facebook, yes, the Male Boy, exclamation point. So thank you very much, Julie, for commenting on there. So
Oh, I know where this is at. Are they in the south side?
Thez or
Yeah.
Tamale
No,
Boy?
Tamale Boy.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
remember doing a couple live shots for other reasons
Okay.
across the street,
Okay.
and Ken Weezer and I, we would
Went over.
always see this
Yeah,
spot, and yeah, the line was always like on to the street. Yeah, it's a small little green shop. They're
Yeah.
located off of South Flores.
Yeah, yeah. So Tamale Boy actually has been getting a lot of love in our Tasty Tamale Showdown. So we're down to the final three, and we will reveal the champion on Wednesday's show. So you have 2 days to vote. Voting is now live and online. All you got to do is go to the KSAT News Now page on ksat.com. You'll find it right there.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, it's Christmas week. We hope you have a safe one, that you get all your Christmas shopping done. Today, we're going to be talking about a scam story leading
okay.
up to the, to Christmas Day. So you want to stay tuned for
always,
that later.
always good
in the
information
shows.
there.
Yeah. All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.